Got the little TANAKA edger out today. I'm going to just edge around this commercial property we've got. I've had it a while, the property to do, but every time I come I strim with the strimmer, and on the inside, I'll just show you here now, on the inside curbs I get them okay all the way around, and then on these outside curbs here you can just see the concrete strip, and then it just suddenly disappears all the way up there. And I keep saying I'll get the edger and I don't, so I'll spin you around and I'll just show you the edger. So this is the edge that in question, and as it goes up like that the grass just keeps going over, and each time I come I think it looks alright, but then finally I thought no, it isn't. So we're going to take the edger over it. As I said, it was in the other video that I did, but it was only in for a split second, because as I edited the video, the bits that I was talking about this I took off. But it seems like a great little bit of kit. I really do love it. I bought it specifically to do a job which I have got up on video. It's a school, the mile path that goes around a school, and because we had to cut it out the grass, I'm not going to go along there with the edging iron. So I thought, right, we need a cutter, something to cut the grass, and I wanted one anyway for this particular type of work. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube use them, like the strimmers, you know, the edges and or attachments and all that. That's fine. I don't fancy that. I just do it with the strimmer, only when it's too heavy and thick that I'll need to take the edger over it. So I'll get on with doing that now. But it's a TLE 550, and I know nothing about it, to be honest, so I can't wax lyrical about it. I can just show you it in action. It does need a good clean and everything. As I say, I've done that path about 18 months ago, something like that, and I think I've only used it once since then. I don't mind that. I don't mind that it's there, and like now I'm going to be using it now. For what I paid for it, I was quite happy with that actually. But it has been just stored in the lockup, gathering dust. Apart from the job the other week, the false stream I made, yeah. And I think the bit, I don't know if it's on the video or not, but I was explaining that it's been stood up for at least 18 months with the same fuel in it. And I didn't put any sort of additive or anything in it like that, and it started not on its first pull, I'll give you that, but on about the 6th pull, something like that, a little bit of smoke, and then it's ran fine. So all this Aspen and stuff fuel like that everyone's going on about, I do not use it. I don't want it. I have tried it, didn't rate it, but each to their own. So those that like it, that's fine. I don't like it, and I'm not going to be using it, and I'm not going to pay the money for it either. So we'll see how this fares on this little edge in here, on this strip, and I'm going to say if it does it, then that's ideal, and that's exactly what I bought it for. And I didn't want to get, I was toying with the idea between one of these and the handheld ones like the strimmer, and I just thought the handheld ones would be a bit weak. They'd be fine for running over things when they're like that, but then that would be not productive for me because I use the strimmer anyway, so it wouldn't really matter for me. I use the strimmer on edges, and anything that's overgrown I do think it would be too weak. So let's see how this goes. So to work the machine, it's got a lever for the engine, and it's also got a lever on the other side for the raising and the lowering. I'll show you now. So they can move up and down and stay at a desired height. Okay, let's go, let's see what it does. I'll just get the hoe to scrape that to see if we're staying on track. I'm very pleased with that. That's not bad at all. In fact, it's better than not bad. It's very good. Now, the object obviously is to stay in line with the edge, and because you can't see it, sometimes it might be a bit difficult, but that's the gist of it anyway. So I'm going to carry on and let's see the difference this makes, because I think you can see the other side of, look at the difference with the grass all coming over here. It doesn't actually finish the job, and this is what I keep saying every time I come to the job. I think it's too heavy for the strimmer to go through, so this will look better and it will neaten the whole job up. I mean, we've got the rest of the job looking good, even though I say so myself. I don't think you can see over there because the shadow's on it, but it's looking good now. It was dire when we came. Must be getting weak. Started it, as you see in there, with my left arm, and now my shoulder's hurting me. I think I've just like trapped a nerve. Anyway, gonna scrape that now. Let's see what that looks like. What I'm going to do is, because it's on a curve, I'm just going to do some little demarcation checks. I'll show you what I mean there. There's a little hole I've dug. I'll do that every 6 to 8 feet. Gives me an idea of what I'm heading for. trying to listen to the noise of the blade going down the side of the concrete, which I've got headphones in, and the engine is the noise of the engine. A bit difficult, but that's the plan anyway. So she's done great. I really am pleased. Never coughed or spluttered, and it's done a fabulous job. So I'm just gonna, well, I was gonna say talk over it, but there's nothing really to talk about. On-off switch, and as I said before, this lever here lifts and then sets it at whatever whatever depth, and then there's the blade. Nice little blade on it. I mean, it will probably get chipped and things when it starts hitting the concrete. But yeah, brilliant. Little guard, stone guard or whatever, soil guard, and then obviously a lifting handle. That's fabulous. I love it. I think I will treat it with a little bit more respect now, though. I'll give it a clean. Give it a little clean up, and I haven't got a sticker on it, I've just noticed. I'll get an LHL sticker on it straight away. Should have done that ages ago. So yeah, quite happy with that, and the grass is coming on. I mean, this was an eyesore when I took it over, so I'll start clearing all this up now. Well, there we have it, all done, and I was going to say done and dusted. Certainly was dusty. I think you'll agree, looks 10 times better, 100 times better. There's a slight little discrepancy here and there on the bends. I've gone a little bit too far in. Not bothered. When I say not bothered, it still looks neat, it still looks great. I would have preferred to keep it nice and tight against the curbs, but even there, there's sort of like a 50p. It doesn't even go round in a nice sweep, because these are straight. They've done angles, so even where I think it curves like that, it doesn't curve, it goes straight. So that put me out a bit. Then obviously there's this straight bit down here, which looks fine, and that's okay because that's straight. So we've kept it straight on the straight bits and just gone a little bit off-road, but that's fine. It can either be fixed or I can just leave it the way it is. I'm quite happy with it, actually. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've, well, I was going to say learned something, but there's nothing to learn. I mean, about the edger and using one of those instead of the handheld ones. So I think we're just about getting this into, licking it into shape. I'm quite pleased with it. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Why not? Why haven't you subscribed? You need to write an essay on that and put down why you haven't subscribed to our ever growing, fast growing channel. It's informative, it's educational, it's humorous, it's everything you wish for. So get subscribing, please. Right, we'll see you on the next video. And I've done a video on these trees, the skate lifting one. It was called skate lifting, and I've done it on those to try and get some light into there. But the big brown patch you can see is where the needles are dropping. They'll constantly be dropping. There's nothing we can do about that. They're just going to stay like that. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and see you on the next video.